Hello everyone, Ranger Alice here at First Peoples Buffalo Jump State Park. And today we are talking and learning traditional Native American games. For many tribes, games were an important part of daily life because games taught character, courage, and responsibility. They also taught hand-eye coordination, agility, endurance, and many other physical skills. They were a key element to the health and well-being of all and were important to survival of the tribes. These skills are important to all people. Just like storytelling, values of the culture are taught while playing the games. The games teach honor, respect, and responsibility to others. Key values that have been lost to some as modern society promotes to be the individual best. Much of education done within the tribes are accomplished through playing games. The equipment needed to play these games was all provided by nature, and the games could be played anywhere. During the dog days, a time period when this park was used, there were usually an older person helping the youth play games until they learned the rules. After the equipment was made and the games were learned, the youth played on their own with very little supervision. The social values of traditional games were, and still are, highly important. Honoring the person who gave you the most challenge, respecting the rules of the competition, respecting your competitors, having courage, intuition, and skills, and being humble when winning. Today, the International Traditional Game Society and many others are working hard to gain knowledge and preserve these games for future generations. We are going to be teaching you the tie-up game that was played by the Inuit and Turtle Mountain Chippewa.
In the culture of some tribes, there was a way of making young people learn to work together. If two young people were fighting or arguing, an uncle or aunt would often tie the two together in a way that cooperation between the two had to occur, or they would not be able to get out of the tie-up. In this game, the two would be loosely connected by one rope passing over the other person's rope, with both ends of each rope simply holding each wrist with a slip knot. The two players are told that they must work together to become separated from each other without taking the slip knots off their wrists. After much encouragement to keep trying, or after both players are talking to one another and cooperating with one another, then someone can help them solve the puzzle. The social skills are sharing, cooperating, and conflict resolution. To solve the tie-up game, one player must take the rope hanging between their wrists and slide it under the rope that is tied around one of the second player's wrists. They will pull that rope through towards the hand. Once it is through, the first player will bring that loop over the second player's hand and pull, freeing them from the tie-up.
The next game we'll be showing you is Rock and Fist. This game is played by the Blackfoot, but variations of the game are played by many tribes across the continent.
This is considered a hiding game for youth that leads up to other hand or stick games that are played by adults. Players sit in front of each other with one small rock and three sticks between them on a tanned hide or trade cloth. The rock should be small enough to fit in a hand without it showing through. The sticks can be 6 to 12 inches long and be decorated or kept simple. The person hiding the rock exchanges the rock from hand to hand without exposing to the other player which hand the rock is hidden in. When they are ready for the other person to guess, they will put both hands forward to the other player with their fists closed. The player who is guessing takes as much time as they need to decide, through their observations and senses, which hand they think is holding the rock. It is considered bad manners to touch the other person's hand. If the player guesses wrong, the hider gains a stick which is placed in front of them. If the player guesses right, no stick is awarded, but the guesser now gets the rock and becomes the hider. When all three sticks are gone from the middle, but still split between the two players, the game is not over. One player must win all three sticks back from the other player to end the game. The players continue, gaining sticks from each other, until all of the sticks are on one side. Only then can a winner be declared.